One of the questions that we want to ask today is, how well did Kaufman Law website perform on and during a speed site audit test? Well, we did a little quick analysis report, and we want to let you know how well your site performed and why that's important to you. Well, I don't know if you know, but Google changed their algorithm in 2018, and it's affecting all mobile sites and their speed test requirements, as well as SSL certification security requirements. And this means your site. So, according to Google, this could affect your Google page ranking, your bounce rate, your user experience when they go to your website. How quickly does it load, navigation, and user perception, which is very important because they won't feel safe or secure on your website without that certification. So ultimately, your customers will leave or choose another website and go to your competitor. So watch out, because compliance to Google's new algorithm is very important to Google. Your mobile website needs to have a certain speed, and your website has to be secured or needs to be secured with a SSL certification. For an example, here's an example of a website in which it's HTTPS non-compliant. There's no HTTPS, notice. So when it says HTTP, www, and then the website name, it says it's not secure. So you're setting up in the viewer's mind a cognitive dissonance, where subconsciously they're saying, well, putting experience to work for you, that sounds good, but your website's not secure, unsafe, not secure. So what does Google do to your URL? As we've seen in a previous slide, it says not secure. So HTTPS stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and with the S on the end, it stands for Secure Sockets Layer. So if your website does not have SSL certification, Google puts a stamp on your website, not secure. So now, what about mobile website speed? So we have to think in terms of not horse races or car races, but we have to think in terms of ByteWorld speed, meaning seconds and microseconds are important. Now, for example, if your page, your mobile website page, again, it's important because mobile devices don't load as quickly as desktop. They just don't have as much power. So that's why Google is trying to get all the devices up to speed so that mobile website devices are pretty much running as efficient as a desktop device. So if your load time goes from 1 second to 3 seconds, the probability of someone leaving or bouncing from your website increases 32% just by changing 1 or 2 seconds. 32% bounce rate. If it goes from 1 to 5 seconds, it increases to 90%. 1 to 6 seconds, it increases to 106%. And if it goes up to 10 seconds, the probability of bouncing increases to 123%, according to a study by Google. Again, seconds matter. The average time, speed, regarding pertaining to the average time to first byte, and we'll take a look at what that means. The best practice is under 1.3 seconds. The average speed index, that's how quickly the mobile page displays content to users. So the lower is better, and the best practice is to be under 3 seconds. Now the weight, that means the average page weight bytes, the total size of a mobile web page that's measured in byte. So the lower the better, and your website page should be less than 500 kilobytes. And then again, the average request count, that's the number of times, number of individual pieces of content needed to display the entire mobile page. So again, the lower the better. The practice is to have roughly fewer than 50 elements on your web page. So speed equals revenue and customers. What do I mean by that? Studies show that 40% of users in one survey said they'd abandon a site that takes longer than 3 seconds to load. Amazing. 53% of mobile site visits leave a page that takes longer than 3 seconds to load. And that's from Google data. Does it sound like your site? 3 seconds? So again, we mentioned earlier that speed equals revenue and customers. So if we try Google's impact calculator, we have an example here. So for example, Kaufman Law Firm has a load speed of 5.5 seconds. Now let's just assume that the average monthly visitors is 1,000 visitors, and the average order value, or how much they make per client for each case that they successfully win, the conversion rate, let's say, is only 1%. So in other words, they have 10 new clients every month, and that's $5,000 per client, or $50,000 per month. So again, they have a current speed of 5.5 seconds, and according to the impact calculator from Google, that the potential annual revenue impact from improving the speed of their website just by 2.5 seconds. 2.5 seconds translates into $39,063. So we're talking close to $19,000 to $20,000 per second. Now, does optimization begin to start or sound really important, or value? So again, we try to keep remembering this, that speed equals revenue plus customers. So according to the impact calculator, a mobile site optimized for 2.5 seconds equals approximately $39,063 saved revenue. So what could you do with an extra $39,000? Again, so what is Kaufman Law's mobile site speed score? Is it good, or is it not so good? Let's take a look. Again, it's good according to the speed test that we had previously run, but it's not good also. Why do I say that? Again, because you're ranking well, but you may not necessarily be performing well, and because there are different elements involved in the speed test optimization. So if we try to understand what are they actually measuring, you have to look at that there's the front end side, and then there's the server side, or what they call the back end side. So there are a lot of elements that are involved in the server side, the time that it takes to generate the page, and then on the other side, where it's the user's computer receiving the data, you have connection speed, computer performance, page composition. So it's the time it takes for the user to download and render the page. And this is where your page is affected because of the specific design, or different elements, or different apps, or different widgets, or different things that are on your website that are slowing down the entire process. So you have to consider both the front end and the back end, or the server side, when you're doing or optimizing for the total page load time. So Kaufman Law Firm. So you have to, when you look at the server side, you're looking at redirects, actually connecting, and then the back end. And then on the front end side, you have, that's the page when it first becomes in contact with your cell phone, TTFB, first paint contentful paint, and we don't go into the details of what they are, but this is all part of the analysis of what is factored into the load and speed time. Now, what should be fixed and why is it important? Well, again, your load time for Kaufman was 4 seconds, good, but through optimization, you're actually losing, without optimization, you're actually losing 10% of your visitors due to the loading time. So let's find out how to speed up your site to keep more visitors. And that's why you can contact SkyRocket Media, and we'll be able to optimize your website for you. Now, how do you compare to the industry standards? Well, you're on par with top performing sites in law and government industry, but again, you're still losing 10% and there's room for improvement. So if you can improve your site by 2.5 seconds, then that's another $39,000 that you can actually add back into your bank account. So a few fixes could reduce loading time by approximately 3 seconds. So we want to stay within 1 to 2 seconds of load time. That's the ultimate goal. So we can speed up your site to keep more visitors, and we can do some additional fixes as well. So again, how does it affect your business? Speed and test and seconds are important. Less visitors equals less customers equals loss of revenue. Ouch! Oh, that's how, very simple, that's how it works. So optimization of your site would give Kaufman Law, your business, an A rating. You'd now be Google compliant, you'd have a lower bounce rate, you'd have a better user experience, more leads, and then that translates into more revenue. It's very simple. That's how it works. So optimization equals more revenue. So you have a great score, but score not so good at the same time. And that's where the 10% factor comes in to give back your business the $39,000 that you can reinvest into other areas of your business that you want to expand your growth. So don't let your competition get ahead of you. Be compliant, grow your business, get more customers, and get optimized now. And we want to, here at SkyRocket Media, we want to skyrocket your pocket. So contact us. You're on Facebook, or you can email me at SkyRocketYourPocket@gmail.com, and we can get you set up and get you optimized within 7 days, and you can keep your earnings, get more clients, and be happy. So remember, every second counts. So click here to get your free report, and click here so that you can get your website optimized, and you want to be compliant. So click here to get my free report, and click here in the box below, yes, I want to be Google compliant. So start saving money and growing your business. SkyRocket social media, just click on the link below, the SkyRocket social media services at rebramley.ly, and Gmail information is, my email information is SkyRocketYourPocket@gmail.com. Telephone number 433-333-1470. And here's an important statement. It's good to learn from your mistakes, but it's better to learn from other people's mistakes. So learn from all the people who haven't gotten their site optimized and are losing business, and you get on the rocket and get ahead of your competitors. So transform your business into a superhero and skyrocket your pocket. Contact me now, and we'll get you set up and get you going for optimization, and then we can take a look at other things perhaps that may be of interest to you, or other services that you may need that will help bring in more clients and grow your business. We're here to help you, we're here to solve your problems, and we're here to listen and to give you more happy customers. So be compliant, grow more customers, and get optimized. So We have a rating guarantee. We charge $3.97 for the service. 7 days delivery. Includes an in-depth caching solution, as well as a CDN installation if needed. Your website may need the AMP upgrade, but we'll take a look at all that and get you your A rating. So it's guaranteed A rating or your money back. So click here, yes, I want to order optimization package, and we'll get you started today.